kunja bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Bhalabha Giri Varadhari. Gopi Jana Bhalabha Giri Varadhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yasodanandana Braja Janardan. Yasodanandana Braja Janardan. Yamuna Tira Vana Chari. Yamuna Tira Vana Chari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Yasodanandana Braja Janardan. Yasodanandana Braja Janardan. Yasodanandana Braja Janardan. Yamuna Tira Vana Chari. Yamunatiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Rata Madhava Shirate Jaya Radha Gopinata Radha Gopinata Shirate Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe Jaya Lalita Visakha Lalita Visakha Lalita Visakha Jaya Lalita Visakha Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bolo Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Shrimad Gopal Krishna Goswami Tamini Prabhupada Saitam Yapakoshavati Vachapacharing Vacharagatpati Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Om Omajnana-timirandasya Gyananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayang Dadati Swapadhantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang Shri Gurung Vaishnavamsta Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakam Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavanisvare Visabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, translation and purport by ISKCON founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Chapter 9, Text 17. The most confidential knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Pitāham asya jagato mātā dhātā pitāmahaḥ vedyam pavitram oṁ-kāra Ṛg Yajur pitāham asya jagato mātā dhātā pitāmahaḥ vedyam pavitram oṁ-kāra Ṛg Yajur Somebody else. Pitāham samajya jagato mātā dhātā pitāmahaḥ vedyam pavitram oṁ-kāra aham Yajur. Pavitram oṁ-kāra pitāmasya jagato mātā dhātā pitāmahaḥ Mataji's.
pitāham asya jagato
Pitāham asya jagato.
mātā dhātā pitāmahaḥ vedyam pavitram oṁ-kāra Sāma Yajur Veda pitāham asya jagato mātā dhātā pitāmahaḥ
Vedyam pavitram oṁ-kāra. Ṛg Yajur Veda. Pitā, Father. Aham, I. Asya, of this. Jagatāḥ, universe. Mātā, mother. Dhātā, supporter. Pitāmahaḥ, grandfather. Vedyam, what is to be known. Pavitram, that which purifies. Oṁ-kāra, the syllable oṁ. Ṛg, the Ṛg Veda. Sāma, the Sāma Veda. Yajur, the Yajur Veda. Eva, certainly. Cha, and. Translation. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable oṁ. I am also the Ṛg, the Sāma, and the Yajur Vedas. Please repeat. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable oṁ. I am also the Ṛg, Sāma, and Yajur Vedas. Purport. The entire cosmic manifestations, moving and non-moving, are manifested by different activities of Krishna's energy. In the material existence, we create different relationships with different living entities who are nothing but Krishna's marginal energy. Under the creation of Prakriti, some of them appear as our father, mother, grandfather, creator, etc. But actually they are parts and parcels of Krishna. As such, these living entities who appear to be our father, mother, etc. are nothing but Krishna. In this verse, can I repeat that one? As such, these living entities who appear to be our father, mother, etc. are nothing but Krishna. In this verse, the word dhātā means creator. Not only are our father and mother parts and parcels of Krishna, but the creator, grandmother, and grandfather, etc. are also Krishna. Actually, any living entity being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna. Hey, you're Krishna. I'm Krishna too. Everyone here is Krishna. Small Krishna. All the Vedas therein aim only toward Krishna. This is Mayavad philosophy. We're all Krishna. There is only one Supreme Krishna, and the rest are little Krishnas. Whatever we want to know through the Vedas is but a progressive step toward understanding Krishna. That subject matter which helps us purify our constitutional position is especially Krishna. Similarly, the living entity who is inquisitive to understand all Vedic principles is also part and parcel of Krishna, and as such is also Krishna. In all the Vedic mantras, the word Om called Pranab is a transcendental sound vibration and is also Krishna. And because in all the hymns of the four Vedas, Sāma, Yajur, Ṛg, and Atharva, the Pranab or oṁ-kāra is very prominent. It is understood to be Krishna. Jai. All of us are Krishna. Not the ultimate supreme personality of Godhead. There's only one Krishna. Or there's only one Yasodanandana Krishna. It's like in India, they will call their sons named Krishna. Right? But there's only one Nandanandana Krishna or Brajendranandana Krishna. The original supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna Shtu Bhagavan Swayam. Everyone else are created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the creator. Krishna doesn't have a source. He is the source of everything. Sarva Karna Karanam, the cause of all causes. And which means that everything emanates from Him, also are complete whole. But we are also considered, the jivas, as Mama evam so jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatana. We are fragmental parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. It's like we've heard this morning in the class, Swamsa and Bibinamsa. We are parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Even the expansions of the Supreme Lord not are really His direct expansions, so to speak. Some are fragmental also, parts, partial, what do you say, partial expansion of the Supreme Lord. As Maharaj was saying this morning in the class, like the ones, Krishnas who were in the rasa dance, or when Krishna went to Mathura, that is Vasudev Krishna. The one who went to Dwarka, that is Vasudev Krishna. The expansion of the Lord Krishna in the Vasudev form or mood. But the original Krishna is in the spiritual world. But then when He comes to the material world, He is also Krishna. Like 5,000 years ago, when Lord Krishna came to take birth in Mathura, from the womb of Mother Devaki, that is also Krishna. None other than the Supreme Lord, but in the Vasudev feature, Vasudev Krishna. But then Lord Krishna also took birth in Gokul, in Mahavan, and that is Yasodanandana Krishna. That is the original Krishna. But they're all Krishnas. Like the 16,000 Krishnas in Dwarka, they're all Krishnas also. And the unlimited fragmental parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, as it says here, they're also Krishna. There is nothing that exists that is not Krishna. There is nothing beyond Krishna, Prabhupada says. Everything is Krishna, but we should distinguish though. Because if we say, if we mistakenly say that, oh, I am Krishna, Bhagavad Gita says here, my mother is Krishna, my father is Krishna, my grandfather is Krishna, even the plants are Krishna, the trees are Krishna, the animals are Krishna, everyone is Krishna. Because there is nothing else besides Krishna. But As Prabhupada says, many times we've heard in his lectures, we are Anu. We are limited. And the original Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, he is the Supreme Father. I have my father, you have your father. Everyone is a father, right? If you ask your mother and she says, oh no, you don't have a father, then how can we come into being? How is it that we have a form? If you ask your mother, my dear mother, I don't know who is my father. Do I have a father? No, you don't have a father. And it's not possible. There must be where the seed will come from. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the seed-giving father. Aham bija pradapita. I am the seed-giving father. And the mother is the material energy. So that's why when Mahavishnu, when he glanced on the material energy, the Mahatattva, it comes into being. Pradhan. It comes into living. Everything becomes alive. Actually, matter is dead. This body is dead. But what makes my hands go like this is because of the soul. Without the soul, my hand would not go like this, or I will not be able to see. So without the glance of the Father, the Supreme Father, who is the external manifestation of Lord Krishna in the material world, is Mahavishnu, then everything comes into life. And then we have a second Father, Lord Brahma. He is the grandfather is Krishna, and the father is Brahma. Everything also comes from Lord Brahma through his creation. The four Kumaras, even Lakshmi, Sarasvati. She says Sarasvati is daughter of Lord Brahma. So every living beings in the material world, the trees, the plants, the animals, the insects, they all come from Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, he's the second creator. The living beings, all living beings, 8,400,000 species of life came from Lord Brahma. So we may say, oh, he is also our father, but he is the only person who doesn't have a mother. Both mother and father is the same. Garbhodak. Garbhodakasai Vishnu. He came from the lotus flower. The stem came from the abdomen of, or navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. In the four Kumaras, their parents, again, is Lord Brahma. And Lord Brahma is what he called also, he's the first living being, but then everything comes from him. So now, when we say Father, Supreme Father, because it says here, I am the Father of this universe. That means Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, he's the Father. And he's also the Mother. The Mother means the material energy, the Prakriti. Prakriti. So without the Mother and Father, there'll be no child. Only Brahma is a special case. He doesn't have a mother and a father. Both actually is a father and a mother. Even though his source, you may say, oh, his father is the lotus flower. But then the lotus flower came from the navel of Lord Brahma. And where does Lord Brahma came from? From Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu again. And where does Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu came from? From Mahavishnu. Where does Mahavishnu came from? From Sankarsan, the second Sankarsan. The original Sankarsan is Lord Balaram, Maha Sankarsan, where tomorrow we'll be celebrating Lord Nityananda. Joy Nitai! It's like in Vrindavan we say Jai Radhe, If you go to Mayapur, Navadvip, they don't say Gauranga. They say Joy Nitai. Joy. Not Jai. Joy. I think this Bengali saying of Jai is the same thing. Right? Joy Nitai. You go to the village, they say Joy Nitai. In Vrindavan, they say Jai Radhe. Right? Or Radhe Sham. Or Radhe Radhe. You will not hear them Sham Sham. Do you hear Brajabasi say Sham Sham? No. Radhe Radhe. Or in Navadvip they will say, sometimes Gauranga also, but more of Lord Nityananda. And so the Supreme Father is Lord Krishna. It's not proper. I was reading prior to this class. It is not proper to say, I can choose my own father. Can you say that? Can you say, I can choose my own father? No. So we cannot say, I can choose my own God. You cannot say that. There's only one God. And when we say our God, in every religion, when they say our God, our Father, our Supreme Lord, our Supreme Master, the Creator, this is only one person. It cannot be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. It's only gonna be one. So when the Hindus say God or Vishnu, and the Muslims will say Allah, or other religions, they will say Jehovah or Yahweh. This is only one same person who is the Supreme Father of everyone. So ultimately, we are all brothers and sisters. So why is it that some religions saying, no, if you don't believe in our religion, then we don't accept you as our brother. Only those who are in our religion, we are brothers. Others, we don't care about you. And they will say, some religions, they will not accept. If you don't follow our religion, then you will go to hell. They say that. In America, we meet many of these fanatics. Hare Krishna. Fanatics. They will call themselves as born again. In Christianity, they have this sect. It says born again Christian. That means they took birth again as a Christian. They're Christian, or whatever they are, but then they call themselves. But in our understanding, in our following of this culture or this philosophy, this religion, Vaishnava religion, we also have what you call twice born. Who is that? Brahmana. Brahmana is twice born. We have our own father, seminal father. But then when we take initiation from a bona fide spiritual master, following the procedures, the requirements, the spiritual master qualifies us to be a Brahmana, or twice born. That means we took birth again, not again in a material way, but in the spiritual platform. But ultimately, we're all children of God. We're all children of Krishna. So He is the Supreme Father. And in the material essence, the mother is, they have what you call Shakti, the Shakti Upasana. Shakti Upasana. That means they're followers of this energy of the Supreme Lord in the form of Durga. Durga. Durga Mātā. They call mātā di. Jai mātā di. Right? Isn't it? Jai mother. Jai mātā. Because there's a mother. Durga Devi. But Prabhupada says, you cannot worship the mother and at the same time thinking that there'll be a spiritual benefit. Because you're worshiping in the material platform. So how can you have a spiritual benefit? A spiritual reward? It will not be. You worship Mother Durga Devi because you want some material benefit. Just like in Calcutta, there's a place called Kalighat, right? Yes or no? Huh? Where they sacrifice animals, thinking that when they kill the animals and they offer it to Durga Devi, then it becomes prasad. They will only eat prasad, offered meat, flesh to Durga. So where is the spiritual? Prasad means mercy. Spiritual. Prasad only pertains to the offerings that we perform or we offer to Lord Krishna. That's why the meaning of prasad means mercy. It's only to satisfy the tongue. So, we cannot worship Mother. She is the Mother. Material energy. Personified material energy is Durga. So we cannot worship Durga at the same time expect to get the mercy of Lord Krishna. It cannot be. Because material cannot yield spiritual benefit. But if we understand also that the source of the ultimate mother actually is Srimati Radharani. So when we worship Srimati Radharani, then we will get Krishna. Prabhupada says the secret to be accepted by Krishna, or whatever we offer to Krishna, first we should offer to Srimati Radharani. We can ask and request, Srimati Radharani, please offer this to your Krishna. It's like if you want to offer an apple. Then you ask Srimati Radharani, please offer this to Krishna. And if Krishna will accept whatever Radharani will request to him. And if Radharani, Prabhupada says, if Radharani says, you please give your blessings to this bhakta, Krishna cannot say no. He cannot refuse. So both our Supreme Mother and Supreme Father is none other than Krishna or Radha and Krishna. This is, in a sense, this is Achintya Veda Veda Tattva, as Prabhupada says here. It says here, not only our father and mother, parts and parcels of Krishna, but the creator, grandmother, and grandfather, etc. are also Krishna. Actually, any living entity being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna. But we should understand this in the proper context. Because if we think that, oh, really, I'm Krishna, but I cannot lift a mountain like Krishna. I cannot kill many demons every day like Krishna. I cannot be like, expand myself into so many incarnations. Oh, Prabhupada was saying in a class I was hearing this morning. One will say, yes, I am Krishna. I am an avatar of Krishna. You do not know? But then how come no one is worshipping me? It makes sense? If you're gonna see this in the Mayavad point of view, you say, Bhagavad Gita, Purport. Prabhupada says, I am Krishna. But how come I don't have many followers? How come I don't have many devotees? How come I'm not being worshipped every day? How come I'm miserable? How come I am poor? How come I am suffering? Therefore, I cannot be Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are small samples of Krishna. And Prabhupada gave an example. It's like a drop in the ocean has the same quality as the whole ocean. It's salty. But you cannot say that the drop of the ocean is the whole ocean. It's not possible to say that. You cannot say that, no. But if I go back to the whole ocean, I'll become part of the whole ocean, but I am also remain as a drop. So this is how we should understand this. A molecule of water is not the whole water. It's still a molecule. But it has the same quality. So we can only come to the platform of realizing Krishna, understanding Krishna, when we serve Him. It says here, we have to purify our constitutional position. We have to understand who we are ultimately, that I cannot be separate from Lord Krishna, that I have to be with Lord Krishna. By doing practical devotional service, it's 9 processes of devotional service, starting from hearing and chanting. Similarly, the living entity who is inquisitive to understand all Vedic principles is also part and parcel of Krishna, and as such is also Krishna. They can really misuse this. Huh? The Mayavad, the followers of Mayavad philosophy, that I am one with the Supreme, they can really misuse this purport. So we have to understand it in proper context. Then ultimately, in the purport says, in all the Vedic mantras, the word Om, called Pranab, is a transcendental sound vibration. Is also Krishna, yes. Om is the impersonal sound representation of the Supreme Lord. Om is included in the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's why we don't have to say Om. In all the yagyas, all the Vedic sacrifices, the mantra is always beginning. Before they recite any mantra, there is always Om in the beginning, right? Om pavitra. Yeah, that's purification. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo narayanaya. Om namo shivaya. Om ganapataya. Every mantra there is Om. Isn't it? Huh? But why don't we say Om now? No, because the Om is already inside the Maha Mantra. Maha Mantra. And because all the hymns in the 4 Vedas, oṁ-kāra is very prominent. It is understood to be also Krishna. So we stop here. Any questions? Any comments? Bolo, any points? Huh? When we say pitā, that means father. Anything? You understood the subject matter? There's no mental speculation?
Maharaj, you're speculating.
Huh?
I'm speculating.
Okay.
For
Give the microphone to her.
No, father is more important or mother is more important?
Both. But ultimately, there is nothing like a mother. No one is like a mother. My mother told me one time, you just don't understand how is it like to be a mother. You can have many fathers materially, but you can only have one mother. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? The mother can marry 10 husbands. But you will only have one mother. It's very difficult. And Prabhupada says also, the resemblance of what love is, real love, we cannot understand what is real love. But Prabhupada says, the example of the love of the mother towards his child, her child, is the closest resemblance of what is real love. Because the mother we stayed longer. We're actually, we should be more attached to the mother because we stayed longer with our mother. For 9 months, 10 months, we are in the womb of our mother. So for most of us, mother seems to be more dear. Usually, the qualities of the daughter she will get from the father, and the qualities of the son he will get from the mother. It's like if there's a daughter and if there's a daughter and a son, the father will carry the daughter, and the mother will carry the son. Yes or no? Yes. So I don't know, but generally speaking, we're closer to our mother than to our father. Sometimes, maybe to our father. There is this one person who just killed by, I'm gonna say it here. There is just incident that happened in U.S. in Memphis, Tennessee. It's a black body man. He's very young, like 32 years old or so. He was stopped by police, and they beat him. After 3 days, while beating him, he didn't do anything. I saw the video. So I didn't do anything. Well, okay, I follow. But they start beating him, and the last word that was heard from him, because he was like few houses away from his family's house, he was crying, "Mother, please help me, mother." After 3 days, he died. Now all those police, they were charged with murder. What is the use of beating a person to death? And the last words he was saying, "Mother." My father also, before leaving his body, he was also like crying for his mother. Mother is very special. We just don't know. The men, we don't know what is it like to be a mother. The woman, they know what is it like to be mother. because they are in that position. Okay? Who is more dear to you, your father or your mother? Who is more dear to you, your father or your mother? Why? It's natural. But for us, Krishna is both the father and the mother. In the material sense, yes, we're closer to our mother. But in the spiritual, Krishna, he is the father and he is also the mother. Both. Okay? Oh, Radhe Shyam. Huh? Any other points? Yes. Give mic. Yeah, it's amazing, that story of the one, you know that story, the news? You didn't know. Well, I have to keep up with what's going on in the world, with Ukraine and Russia, what's going on there. Yes?
I just want to ask you, then if we come to Krishna consciousness and we start to understand the position of Krishna.
What's that again?
When we come into Krishna consciousness.
When we're coming to Krishna consciousness.
Yes, and we started to understand the position of Krishna as a pitāmahaḥ, those who are giving life to us. Actually.
Yes. He's the source. He's the creator.
Source of life.
Yes.
So then, should we cut our relationships with medium father and mother?
No.
Because we don't need to listen.
No.
So many fathers and mothers.
I know, but in this lifetime, you owe your father and mother. You owe them. You are not gonna. They become like agency for you to be here to practice Krishna consciousness. The best thing you can do is become Krishna conscious and be favorable to them as much as possible. Make them Krishna conscious also. Help them, whatever you can do. And if they're not wanting, that's all right. But don't lose your connection with your father and mother.
You know what happened? My father left body before I came to Krishna consciousness.
Okay.
If he would be alive, he would never ever be allowed me to come to.
That's okay. That's all right.
A strong Muslim man.
Sure.
He was very religious.
Sure.
So he left body, and after that I met Krishna consciousness people and I joined.
Yeah.
And then you see, my mother was just surprised. She said, Krishna, everywhere Krishna, from where he came. We never heard about Krishna. We live all our life without Krishna, and now Krishna, everybody is saying Krishna. And she turns the TV and they're showing Mahabharata.
Good.
Nobody.
There you go. There you go.
And she's so.
We should not diminish the material father and mother. They are dear to us. It doesn't matter whether they are favorable or not favorable. We owe them a lot. And the most we can do, if they don't want to be Krishna conscious, is to become serious ourselves, because they will be also given some credit to whatever we are doing for Krishna. If we become pure devotee, they'll get so much also benefited. Our main purpose is to become Krishna conscious and help others to become Krishna conscious. So our immediate family members should also be our concern. Not that because, they're not favorable, okay, I will only. No. Set a good example for them. If they are praising what you're doing, they'll get so much benefited. If not, still pray for them. to become Krishna conscious someday?
In this point, for me, Srila Prabhupada's dealing with his family is very exemplary. Like when his wife, she didn't join to his mission, she didn't, but nevertheless, he just left family, wife with 6 children, 5 children, but nevertheless, they are.
In the will of Srila Prabhupada, not all of his family members are favorable, but in his will, he also wanted to maintain them, like giving them financial contribution, because that's family. Family is family. It doesn't matter, even we are all getting well together, along with each other together, or when we're quarreling or whatever, we're still family. Okay?
So about myself, I cannot tell that I just started to make distance between them and myself.
Okay.
And this distance become more bigger.
Wider and wider and wider. But actually, no, if you're becoming Krishna conscious, then actually they're getting also closer and closer to Krishna.
Because everybody part and parcel of Krishna.
Yeah, materially, you may not see it, that you're getting, the gap is wider, but spiritually, the more you become Krishna conscious, they are getting closer and closer to Krishna. Okay? All right, we'll stop here. Thank you very much. We should pray to our Supreme Father and Supreme Mother that somehow or other we develop Krishna consciousness as much as possible, day by day. Hare Krishna.